As we deal with one parasite outbreak, another foodborne illness is spreading across the country, making hundreds of people sick. It's time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. Authorities are now investigating a salmonella outbreak linked to jalapenos. The CDC says 345 people in 27 states are now sick. Dozens are in the hospital. The CDC says the peppers were grown in Mexico. Restaurant chains like Chipotle and Qdoba are removing them from their menus. This comes as the parasite outbreak linked to recalled lettuce grows. Nationally, more than 25,000 cases of cyclosporiasis have been reported. 2 people have died in Michigan. Experts say budget cuts are making it harder to respond to these outbreaks.
We are seeing multiple surging cases of foodborne illnesses across the country from different sources, and it does feel unusual.
Officials say the recalled lettuce was also grown in Mexico, supplied by Taylor Farms based here in California. Public health workers say they are stretched thin as they investigate both outbreaks at the same time. And food safety isn't the only concern here. More water systems in the U.S. are coming under attack by hackers. ABC News reports there's new evidence that Iran may be behind these cyber attacks. An intelligence note shows Iran has targeted utilities in more than a dozen states and that hackers may have been scouting targets months in advance. Officials in Utah identified nearly 500 attempted intrusions from an Iran-linked IP address. Officials say so far these attacks have had no impact on drinking water. Meanwhile, President Trump is denying reports that the Iran war is seriously depleting Pentagon stockpiles. In a social media post, he said the military has, quote, massive amounts of munitions available for use. He added that manufacturers are making more. However, multiple sources say otherwise, stating that the U.S. has exhausted almost 80% of its interceptors for missile defense systems. Experts predict replenishing them could take years. Meanwhile, a possible deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz is driving down gas prices a little bit. In San Diego County, a gallon of regular went down by 2 cents overnight to $5.72. Of course, still much higher than the national average. Nationally, prices went down by the same amount to $4.06. We are learning new details about the armed man arrested at President Trump's golf course in LA County. Investigators say 38-year-old Janine John Tail is a Marine veteran. He visited the club twice just days before the president arrived this week. According to prosecutors, he took photos and videos of security planning. And when he returned on Sunday, he told agents he worked for the State Department. Police arrested him and found ammunition in his pocket and a loaded pistol in his car. A search of his home turned up more weapons, body armor, and notebooks.
This is an active investigation. We're going to go through his digital devices and we're going to go through all of his writings that we've recovered.
Tail now faces federal and state firearm charges, and you just heard in the interview, investigators are still searching his devices to figure out a motive. Back here in San Diego County, disturbing new details are coming out about this, a violent road rage attack in Carlsbad. Prosecutors say 49-year-old Orlando Chavez rear-ended a couple at a red light on Sunday. And then the video here shows Chavez punching the woman driving the car, and then he goes to the other side of the truck and attacks the passenger. Investigators say he stabbed the man several times. Chavez pleaded not guilty to attempted murder and battery charges Wednesday. The man he stabbed is still in the ICU.
Female victim is just afraid out of her mind. I can't even imagine the fear she's going through. Male victim is very supportive and trying his best just to remain strong for her.
That's a terrifying attack. A judge ordered us to blur his face in court. Court records, though, show that he has a previous conviction for assault with a deadly weapon. A judge denied bail for Chavez. He is due back in court next week. Wildfires continue to burn up and down the West Coast, forcing evacuations and destroying hundreds of homes. In Northern California, the Gann fire in Calaveras County burned more than 10,000 acres. At least 7 buildings have been destroyed in this one and 1 firefighter injured. Authorities arrested a man on suspicion of recklessly starting the fire, although he claims it sparked when he was working on machinery at a ranch. This morning, containment is at 19%. And now moving up the Pacific Northwest, crews are making progress on the fires burning in Washington. Containment has grown to 13%. The fires have burned more than 10,000 acres and destroyed roughly 850 buildings. Dozens of fire crews from across San Diego County are helping fight fires across the West Coast. 35 firefighters are assisting in Washington State, Oregon, and Sacramento. Fire crews are expected to remain in Spokane for 7 to 14 days. Fire Captain Eric Martinez told us the deployment of crews doesn't impact readiness here at home.
Even though we are sending the 32 personnel to assist not only in the state of California, but our neighboring states, as we are fully staffed, there is no closing down of stations or no diminishing of the resources that we have here in the city.
Martinez from the Chula Vista Fire Department says it is common during the summer for this number of crews to be assigned outside the city. Okay, we've been saying it for a while. San Diego's certainly been seeing that hot summer weather over the last couple of weeks. And as we turn on the AC, our electric bills, they are going up and up. ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill spoke with Consumer Watchdog about the benefits of solar energy and using the sun to our advantage.
The summer heat and sun is no joke, and neither is your monthly energy bill.
When temperatures rise and AC is blowing in many people's homes at the max, energy prices are at their highest.
Carmen Balber is the executive director of Consumer Watchdog. It's an organization that advocates for consumers and their pocketbooks in Sacramento and with large companies across California.
When energy prices are at the peak and you're drawing from solar rooftop instead, you are saving money because you're not buying energy off the grid.
Now, installing those panels on your roof does have an upfront cost before you even think about saving money.
It definitely takes a large upfront investment, and so people have to pencil out that cost for themselves.
Energy Sage, a company that connects prospective buyers to the solar marketplace, says the average cost in the U.S. for a 12-kilowatt solar panel system is around $31,000. But the company says the average system in California is about 9 kilowatts and is $10,000 cheaper before any incentives. The net savings over a 25-year span in the Golden State can be more than $155,000.
What I can tell you is it takes time, and the amount of time it'll take you to save is definitely changing with the reduction of federal tax credits and also changes in net metering that the PUC has implemented.
Balber tells me the Public Utility Commission is reducing compensation for net metering. She says if you have battery storage, it'll save you money, but it'll just take time. Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
Something to think about with the heat continuing here in San Diego. And that's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.